Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and I'm back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And today's video we're going to be talking about this new SSR Neon, bro. Because it seems like obviously the community's upset. It's a problem. I just think it's funny, bro. This character, I think everything, the whole situation is funny. But yeah, before we get into all that stuff, make sure you guys subscribe and like. Let's try to get 30. I think 30 is fine. Let's try to get 30 likes, bro. But if y'all want to push for like 50, then by all means, let's see if you want to buff on Neon, 50 likes, but minimum 30. So obviously Neon is the brand new character that just came out yesterday, but the problem is she's quite a bad character. She's quite a bad character. Right, when you read her kid, like I already knew that between her and Mary, she was going to be the worst out of the two, right? Just because in terms of her kit alone, it's just situational, right? The first part only works against bosses because only bosses have parts. And then the second part only works against fire-coded enemies. So she wasn't a character who's going to be all that efficient, right? Where Mary is a healer everywhere she goes at the end of the day, right? She's going to be very efficient. So there's that. And then obviously that burst skill, the full Hydra shot, that works everywhere, but it's kind of a joke too, because it does do double damage against fire code enemies as well, but it might be a joke. So we're gonna talk about it, right? So what people are mad about is that it's not that her skills are bad, it's the fact that her numbers are bad. Now we've done testing with this character. I've literally done everything I could. I put her with Mary, I put her with Mary and Privity, I put her with Mary, Privity, Noir, and Blanc. That's all people increasing her damage in some type of way, or at least her damage output in some type of way, and she does no damage. And it's not just for me, it's for everybody. Now I'm not mad that Nikke dropped another bad character, right? There's no problem with Nikke dropping another bad character, but I feel like, and it's for me personally, bro, but I feel like limited characters, if there was a tier list of S, A, B, C, D, limited characters should be from high B to low S, right? But probably range in the A to low S tier. And the reason why I think that is because they're characters that are never going to come back as of right now. Right now, I know people don't want limited characters to always be busted, because obviously if a new player joins the game, they will have no chance of getting them. But there's nothing wrong with them having multiple broken characters. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with them having a limited character who's, you know, good. You know what I mean? Oh, is that what they meant by the nip slip? When the hair touches the... Wow, that's what they meant. Or the water. But I don't think it's a problem for them to have a good character that's limited. Especially since, again, they're confirmed to never... Like, right now they're confirmed to never rerun, right? So after this banner goes, there's no way of getting Neon again. After this banner goes, there's no way of getting... Whoa, why is her banner last 20 days? Her banner lasts 30 weeks, and I guess they both last 3 weeks. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with them having good limiteds, right? There's nothing wrong with it at all. Of course, like I said, I understand why people wouldn't want broken limiteds, just for the simple fact that later on down, like if they can't get them right now, that it's not fair that people have access to a limited character and you're never able to get them again. That's understandable, but it's like, I get also that new players will never have a chance at them, but what does that mean? Like, remaining players should never get any good characters, right? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with them having bad characters, but I think if they're limited characters and they're confirmed to never rerun, like a limited character should most likely be... Because limited characters are the rarest characters in the game. At the end of the day, you can get any Pilgrim in the game. You can get Dorothy any time of the week. You can get Scarlet any time of the week. No matter how much times you want to summon, even right now, no matter how much times you want to summon, for example, you cannot pull this character. You could spend $2 billion and not pull this character. That's why limited should be much more, you know what I mean? I feel like limited should have more value. Or if not, or if the limited is not like a broken character, make them broken in one type of content, if that makes sense. So make a limited character who's just like very broken in PvP, or a limited character who's just very good, like literally the best character to use for like specifically Gravedigger or something like that, if you don't want to make them like a S or A tier unit, right? There's no problem in them doing that, right? But for these limited characters, now again, the biggest problem, the reason why people are really mad, it's not because like Neon is bad, it's because you got to remember Neon is in the game. There's an SR Neon in the game. This is like a fan favorite character. So when they give you an SSR version of a character who's an SR originally, you're gonna want that SSR to be good, but this is literally just like another SR, right? The way she performs is horrendous. No damage output, no nothing like that. And like I said, I don't have a problem with that. It's whatever. Even when it comes to like, oh, she's gonna be like, she's not useful anywhere. That's her problem though. She's not useful anywhere, right? Like, even if her whole kit is meant for fire bosses, like, right? Because this works for bosses, this works for fire code enemies, she's still not going to be doing damage. It's not even like, oh, she only works against fire boss. She just doesn't do damage, right? Which is just unfortunate. So I don't know if it's a bug. People are saying that there was a mistake and there's supposed to be a 0 here or like a 0 at the end, which could be the case. But then again, it's like, no, because on their Twitter, right, when they posted a picture of the skills, it also said up to 11%, and then at level 10 it's a level 11% in the game. So they didn't make that mistake twice, right? They definitely didn't make that mistake twice. It's just, she's just a bad character, right? She's just a bad character. But I don't think limited should be bad. Like, at least don't make the limited characters like the new best unit in the game, right? Because then people will complain. But if limited is like a good character where they're S tier level, people won't complain, right? But if they're like the new best character of the game, then people would complain, because it's like you will never have a chance of getting that new best character in the game, right? Right now, the best characters in the game is like Modernia, Dorothy, and Scarlet. You can get them any time of the week, but you cannot get Neon, you cannot get Mary after their banner goes. No matter how much times I try to summon on this game, one character that I will never be able to get as of right now is this Anne, right? And she's quite good in PvP, right? So make more characters like this. For example, this Anne is quite good in PvP. Very good in PvP. So make a character who's like that, right? This Mary is a very good healer. So keep making characters like this. But for limited specifically, when it comes to limiteds, make them as good as Mary as Anne, but don't make them like this. I mean, like, her kit looks good against fire type bosses, right? This was a good kit, but something is not adding up, right? So in general, yes, the kit is good. It's very good against fire bosses especially, right? Fire code enemies, but mainly fire bosses. But the damage is just not there. I don't know if it's the percentage. I don't know. She's an attacker, so her attack stats can go all the way to 20. Like, it could go up like crazy. And her percentages, remember, these stacks, it's not like, oh, the second time I use it, it's just 12. These stack up. So that will go all the way up to what? At level 10, I think it's 20, like 60% damage element or whatever. This goes up to like 12%. And then on top of that, with Mary, that also stacks. So, I don't know, bro. Me personally, I don't like really care if she's bad or good. I just don't think limited should be this. Like, I think limited should have some type of value if we can never get them again. Even if new players can't get them in the future, people who are playing right now should be able to summon for the character and have value, or they should have some type of value, right? But yeah, maybe it might just be a bug. I don't know. But like I said, bro, it's never that serious. Neon, it is what it is. I already knew she was gonna be a bit iffy, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. You gotta let me know what you think, bro. Again, let's try to get. I think I said 30 likes. Let's try to get 30 likes, bro. Your boy Zxous, I'm out. Peace.